Welcome to the heart of the kitchen, the engine room where all culinary creation begins. What you see in this image, the focus and precision, is what we're here to build. In this lesson, you will master the professional mindset, tools, and techniques that are the bedrock of every great kitchen. We'll introduce the philosophy of mise en place and build the essential food preparation skills that guarantee safety and consistency. Your journey to becoming a truly indispensable member of a culinary team starts right now. So, why do these foundational skills matter so much? Because every great dish that leaves the kitchen has its origins in perfect preparation. Mastering these basics is what builds your speed, your confidence, and your sense of flow. Consistency in your prep work leads directly to consistency on the plate. And most importantly, these skills are the absolute bedrock of all kitchen safety procedures. This is how you move from being a helper to being a vital, trusted professional. Over the next 45 minutes, we have a clear journey ahead, as you can see on this roadmap. We'll start with the professional mindset by mastering mise en place. Then, we'll get familiar with your stage and instruments, your tools and the safety procedures that go with them. Finally, we'll dive into the most critical skill, the choreography of the cut, focusing on basic knife skills. We'll have interactive checks along the way, leading to a final assessment to solidify your new knowledge. Our goal today is to equip you with tangible, professional skills. By the end of this lesson, as you see with these check marks, you will be able to clearly explain the philosophy of mise en place and why it's so important for kitchen efficiency. You'll be able to identify your essential prep tools, including the critical color-coded cutting boards. And most importantly, you'll be able to physically demonstrate the correct pinch grip for holding a knife and the claw hand technique for ultimate knife safety. Let's begin with the architect's mindset. The governing philosophy of every single professional kitchen is mise en place. It's a French term that literally means everything in its place, and as you can see in this image, it's a state of perfect organization. This is the very first step in developing professional food preparation skills. It's a discipline of foresight and planning. Before you make a single cut, you must think like an architect, planning every step of the process in advance. But mise en place is so much more than just chopping vegetables. It's a state of mind. It's about anticipating every single need for a recipe before the heat is even turned on. As this diagram shows, it's the difference between chaos and calm. This practice reduces stress and eliminates that frantic search for an ingredient mid-recipe. It allows a chef, and you, to work with a fluid, uninterrupted motion. This philosophy is one of the biggest things that separates a professional kitchen from a home kitchen. Let's look at a real-world case study, making a perfect risotto. As you see on the right, the chef seems to be working magic, focused only on stirring and timing. But that's only possible because of the work you see on the left. A support professional has already perfectly executed the mise en place. The onions are diced, the garlic is minced, the stock is hot, the cheese is grated. Your prep work is the invisible, essential foundation that makes the chef's final execution flawless. Now let's talk about your stage, the professional prep station. A master craftsman knows their workspace intimately. As you see in this image of a gleaming stainless steel table, your station must be impeccably clean and organized at all times. Stainless steel is the industry standard because it's durable and easy to sanitize. Your station should be clear of anything non-essential, no phones, no drinks, no clutter. A clean station is a safe station, and it's a direct reflection of your professionalism. On that stage, you have your instruments. Beyond the knife, there are several essential prep tools you use every day. You have your cutting boards, your primary work surface. You have a bench scraper, which is invaluable for transferring ingredients cleanly and quickly. You'll use mixing bowls to hold your prepped items, and of course, measuring tools for accuracy. Knowing these instruments intimately is a core food preparation skill that builds your efficiency. Let's focus on one of the most important tools for safety: color-coded cutting boards. This system, which you see illustrated in this infographic, is a primary tool in your kitchen safety procedures. It is designed for one critical purpose: to prevent cross-contamination. Each color has a specific job, for example, red for raw meat, green for vegetables. This system is a non-negotiable rule that protects the health and safety of every single guest. There are no exceptions. Let's walk through a scenario to see why this is so critical. As the "don't" image shows, imagine you've just cut raw chicken on a red board. If you then use that same board to chop lettuce for a salad, you could transfer dangerous bacteria like Salmonella. The correct, professional way is shown on the "do" side. You must switch to a clean, green board for the lettuce. This simple kitchen safety procedure is not a suggestion. It is an absolute requirement to prevent foodborne illness. Now we arrive at the most critical of all your food preparation skills: your knife work. Great knife skills are not about speed, at least not at first. They are about safety and precision. Speed will come later with practice. That safety and precision begin with how you hold your tools. We're going to focus on the two parts of this choreography: the pinch grip for holding the knife, and the essential claw hand for holding the food you're cutting. Let's start with the pinch grip. This is the foundation of all professional knife work. As you can see in this diagram, you start by pinching the blade itself, right in front of the handle, with your thumb and forefinger. Then, you wrap your remaining 3 fingers comfortably around the handle. This grip gives you maximum control and stability, and it reduces fatigue during long prep sessions. It effectively makes the knife a direct, stable extension of your hand. So why does this grip work so well? It's simple physics. As this diagram illustrates, the pinch grip lowers your hand's center of gravity on the knife. This prevents the blade from wobbling or twisting as you cut. It gives you far more control, which leads to more precise and consistent cuts. This is a fundamental technique for professional food preparation that you must master. Now for the other hand. The claw hand is arguably the single most important kitchen safety procedure you will ever learn for knife work. Its entire purpose is to protect your guide hand from the blade. As you can see in this close-up photo, you do this by curling your fingertips under, so your knuckles are forward. Those knuckles will act as a safe, sturdy guide for the side of the knife blade, while your fingertips are tucked safely out of harm's way. Let's look at exactly how this keeps you safe. This diagram shows a cross-section of the cut. Notice how the flat side of the knife blade is resting and gliding against the knuckles. Your knuckles are the guide. Meanwhile, your fingertips, the part you don't want to cut, are curled back and completely out of the blade's path. This technique makes it physically difficult to cut yourself when done correctly. Mastering the claw hand is absolutely non-negotiable for your safety. Theory is one thing, but practice is everything. Let's build the muscle memory for the claw hand in a completely safe way. You don't even need a knife for this. Just grab a potato, an onion, or an apple. Form the claw hand, and hold the item firmly on your cutting board. Then, with your other hand, simply practice gliding your knuckles along your guide knuckles. As you see in the video, this builds the correct, safe motion without any risk at all. Okay, it's time for a quick interactive challenge to apply what you've learned about planning. Your challenge is this: you need to prepare a simple garden salad. In the activity that's about to appear, I want you to list the 5 key ingredients and 2 essential tools you would get out and assemble on your station before you even think about starting to chop. This will test your understanding of the mise en place mindset. Now let's do a practical check of our core physical techniques. For this self-assessment, I want you to grab a safe object. A butter knife, a ruler, or even a carrot will work perfectly. Your task is to take a quick photo or a short video of yourself demonstrating both the pinch grip on your safe knife and the claw hand on a piece of food. This is a fantastic way to verify that you've understood this vital kitchen safety procedure. Let's summarize the foundational skills you've just acquired. As you can see in this toolkit infographic, you now have several new tools at your disposal. You understand the professional philosophy of mise en place. You can identify the key tools of a prep station and know the critical importance of color-coded boards for kitchen safety. And most importantly, you can now demonstrate the pinch grip for control and the claw hand for safety. You have built your foundation. I want to leave you with 4 key takeaways from this lesson. First, think first, act second. Mise en place is your roadmap to success. Second, a clean station is a safe station. Organization prevents errors and contamination. Third, color is a command. The cutting board system is a strict rule, not a guideline. And finally, grip is everything. Control and safety begin in your hands. These professional food preparation skills are your ticket to growing in the kitchen. It's time for our final assessment to lock in your new knowledge. Please take a moment to answer the following 3 questions based on what we've covered. Number 1, in one sentence, what is the purpose of mise en place? Number 2, why is using a color-coded cutting board system so important? And number 3, what is the primary safety benefit of using the claw hand? Congratulations on completing this essential first step in your culinary journey. You now possess the core mindset and the fundamental techniques that define a professional. I encourage you to practice these skills, especially the knife grips, until they become second nature, as automatic as breathing. Your confidence will grow with every repetition. You have built a solid foundation, and now you are ready for what's next. So, what is next? You've mastered the setup and the basic, critical safety procedures. In our next lesson, we're going to build directly on these skills. We'll be moving from focusing on individual tasks to managing an entire workflow and discussing more advanced safety protocols. You're going to learn how to increase your speed, your efficiency, and your overall value to the kitchen team. Get ready. And with that, you've done it. Congratulations, culinary professional. You now have the complete foundation, the compass, the toolkit, the playbook, and the action plan to build, launch, and grow with the foundation of professional food preparation. On behalf of all of us at LearnYa Skills, thank you for your hard work. We're excited to see what you build. For more resources, visit us at www.learnyaskills.com.